Hi everybody and welcome to the dedicated focus on the multimedia side of the Asus PadFone 2. Well, let's start this focus. Just let me remind you a few hardware specs of this device for what concern at least the multimedia side. We have the backside camera, which is backside illuminated sensor, a 13 megapixel one made from Sony. We have an aperture size of f2.4, which is on par with the iPhone 4, 4S and iPhone 5, sorry. A little bit less than the HTC One X and One X Plus that has f2.0, and a little bit better for what concern the Galaxy S3 and the Galaxy Note 2, which have both the f2.6. Then we have on the front side a camera with a sensor of 1.2 megapixel. Sorry, the lens on the back is a 5 elements lens. Then let's just see first of all the camera interface. I'll switch it, sorry, on the horizontal view like this. Let me zoom a little bit, here we go. So this camera interface, I think, is a very practical one. It's very easy to use because we have both the picture shooting button and the video recording button all together on the screen. So this is very useful when you recording a video. You are able to shot a video. While you are shooting a video, we are able to shoot pictures. This is very nice. Then we have here many settings dedicated to the camera side. When we have this China icon here, when we have the red one, these settings are related to the video recording side. So let's just see the camera first. We have here the settings for what concern the various scene. We have the panoramic mode, we have the HDR, and we have various scene between night, we have party, we have vivid colors and all this stuff. Here we have many Instagram filters like vintage and black and white and negative and so on. We have these color drop filters, which is very nice, and I will show you later what does this picture let us obtain while using it. All these kind of filters are real-time filters. Then we have here the selection for the sides. We have two different form factor. We have 4:3 and we have 16:9. In that case, the resolution goes down from 13 megapixel to 10 megapixel. I mean the highest resolution mode. Then here we have the balance for the exposure. Then we have several settings here what concern the white balancing, ISO. We have the zero shutter lag, which is a very nice addition, but the shame here is that the camera doesn't record the settings. So if we choose zero shutter lag, then we close the camera and we open it again, we have to select once more zero shutter lag. This is really a pity. Then we have many other settings for what concern the focus, the auto exposure via touching the screen, and the audio settings for the camera. We have the position, the storage of the position while taking the picture, and so on. These are all the classical settings that you can find in a device camera. Then we have for the video recording mode, we have the several effects which are classical in the ice cream sandwich, but that have been removed later in Jelly Bean, and this is really a pity because they were very funny. Then we have here again all the real-time filters like Instagram, together with the with a drop here, the color drop filter. Here, this is very interesting. We have all the selection for the video quality. We have 1080p, 720p, 480p, chief and co-chief, and as well we have the fast capture mode, which is 1080p at 30 frames per second. We have 720p at 60 frames per second, and we have 4080p at 90 frames per second. The difference between these two modes is that when we using the fast capture mode, we cannot anymore shoot picture while recording video. Then we have the exposure here as usual. Then we have once more white balancing. We have this is the way to record the fast forward, because we have this is called time interval mode. We can just choose when to take a photogram of the video, every 1 second, every 1.5 seconds, every 2 seconds. The result that we obtain is that we have a kind of fast forward video. Then we saw the camera interface. Now let's see the video gallery. We have both the standard ice cream sandwich video gallery and the Asus video gallery, which is called Asus Studio. This is, in my opinion, a little better than the standard video gallery, because we have several nice things like this one, which is when we choose an album, we have this representation of picture like an album, which is quite nice. Then we have the possibility to order picture based on time. So we have the recent one, the last month, month before, year, and so on. Then we have places, which is a very nice map view of where you shoot pictures. So you have here this little preview with a count of the picture you took in that position. You just have to choose the position and you have all the picture you took in that place. Quite nice. Then we have the album here grouping, which it's all based on the tag that you can assign to a picture. So this is the, this is the, here we go. This is the Asus Studio gallery, which is quite nice. So let's see let's see how does this PadFone 2 behave while taking picture and shooting video. The first things I want to show you, this is the a picture shot in night mode. I mean, it's not definitely night mode. I didn't use night mode at all, to be honest. I just been using automatic mode, but the picture, of course, was taken at night with no lights at all but these street lights. So as you can see, although I didn't use the night mode, the picture is quite good. I mean, if we zoom more than 100%, we can see, of course, that there are some artifact and there's noise compression all around. We're not using a reflex DSLR, we are using a mobile phone. So after all, this is quite a decent night picture. So good work, good job Asus for this night picture mode. Then we have the HDR mode, which is really interesting. Just let me show you. This is a picture I took against the direct sunlight. Although it was so cloudy, there was some sunlight, and as you can see, it's all dark but the sky. If I show you the HDR picture, here we go. It's like going from night to day. So it's a very good job from Asus for what concern the HDR mode. Then let me show you some other things. Here we have some macro shot. Once more, I didn't use directly the macro shot mode inside the camera. I just use automatic mode, but as you can see, the picture was quite good. I just came close to this plant, I just took the picture and it was quite good. If you take a look at the cactus, this is very nice indeed. So good job to Asus for the macro mode. Then we have here the sorry, this is what I was telling you about the color drop filters. Just let me show you, because it's so maybe this is even more crystal clear. Well, let's assume we are taking a shot and we select the color drop mode filters here. Let's use this is the remote of the Philips light. So everything is black and white, as you can see. On the left side you have several color drop and you can choose any of those. Whenever you choose a color like this, the part of the scene which has that color inside gets colored inside the picture. So I choose orange, yellow, and as you can see, the part of the picture which are made of that color just get vivid. Blue, green, red. So this is a very nice filters, and you can obtain several nice pictures like this one that I'm gonna show you in a few seconds. Here we go. So this is a black and white picture where I choose just green and yellow, and as you can see, just the tree leaves are yellow and green, as well as the grass here behind the tree. So this is a very nice filter made by Asus with this Asus PadFone 2. Then I just don't remember if I told you that we can have birdshot mode up to 10 pictures and shooting at 6 pictures per second. This is a very good burst mode for the PadFone 2. So we talked about the picture, and maybe the last things I want to show you is the panoramic mode. I mean, don't consider this artifact due to the fact that the car were moving while I was shooting this picture, so this is quite normal. But the algorithm merging the picture together is quite good, as you can see here from the line which is straight, and there are no artifact nor interruption, as well as on the pavement. This is a very nice algorithm for merging the different picture of a panoramic mode. So after the picture, let's give a look at video, of course. This first one is the 1080p shot in fast capture mode at 30 frames per second. So as you can see, this is the 1080 at 30 frames per second fast capture mode, and this is maybe one of the most fluid and smooth 1080p I could record using a mobile phone. You have to consider this kind of scene with fast moving objects in front of the camera is maybe one of the hardest scene to capture for a mobile phone. Nevertheless, the PadFone 2 made a good job in recording this video at 1080p. Even better, I mean quite a lot better, is the 720p shot at 60 frames per second. This is just so smooth that you cannot believe it. I'm just sorry that maybe the camera will change the frame rate, so you won't understand that how fluid is this, but believe me, this is really great. Then we have the 480p at 90 frames per second. This is the most fluid of the three, of course, but in my opinion 480p is not it's not the best resolution to shoot a video. I mean, it's too low. So what was interesting is that analyzing this video, I was able to see that the 1080p shot at 30 frames per second has a bitrate of 20 megabit per second, which is the highest frame rate I could achieve using a mobile device at 1080p. The 720p shot at 60 frames per second, this one, has a bitrate of 37.7 megabit per second, which is the highest ever recorded, at least by me. And then we have the 480p, which has a frame rate of, this is the 90 frames per second fast capture mode of the 480p, of course. The bitrate was 18.7 megabit per second. Really quite an impressive bitrate for the video recording side of this Asus PadFone 2. So talking about video, now let's just see how does this PadFone 2 behave in reproducing several video formats. Let's start with the MKV. As usual, and as we can find both in Ice Cream Sandwich and in the recent Jelly Bean 4.1 and 4.2, the standard video player is just capable of reproducing MKV, just the video side and not the audio part of the file. This is a 1080p MKV file, and as you can see, there are no problem reproducing video, but there's definitely no audio at all. If we go to the 720p MKV file once more, we have exactly the same things. We have the audio, we have the video, but we don't have the audio at all. If we try to reproduce divx, xvid, and Windows Media Video file with the standard video player, there's no point in doing it, because we won't be able to reproduce any of those video formats. We just could reproduce this standard MP4. This is 1080p MP4. This is the beautiful trailer of Skyfall, and as you can see, we have both audio and video, so no problem in reproducing MP4, and that's all, at least for what concerns the integrated and standard video player. If we try to use a third-party video player like the very good MX player, this one, things really change. Let's start first of all with the MKV file. We have the 1080p. Here we go. We have the video and we have the audio, and of course we have the hardware accelerated video, which is very good. The same things happens for what concerns the 720p. We have audio, we have video, and we have hardware acceleration. Then let's see the other format. We'll go with the Windows Media Video file. This is a 480p. We have video, we have audio, and we have just software accelerated reproduction. If we go with the 720p Windows Media Video file, we have audio, we have video, and once more we have just software reproduction, and nevertheless this video is quite smooth, so we won't have problem in watching a 720p Windows Media Video. Although if we switch to a 1080p Windows Media Video, maybe the higher resolution becomes a problem for this kind of player, because we have both audio, we have both video, and of course software acceleration, but the video is not smooth at all anymore. Then we finally are able to reproduce even this small 480p divx video. No problem here, audio, video, and hardware acceleration, as well as the xvid video. We have audio, we have video. This is a 1080p, and we have both hardware accelerated reproduction. So just the last things I want to show you is for what concern the music reproduction of this device. Speaking about the external speaker, we have no problem. The sound is quite loud. We can even use this audio wizard mode with some audio scene like music, video, recording, gaming, and voice command. And the audio is quite high and the volume is quite high, so we don't have problem. As well, we don't have problem hearing anyone with the speaker here. The only downside is the headphone output, which is, in my opinion, a little bit too low in the PadFone 2. I mean, it's usable nevertheless, but it's not high as it could be in the HTC One X Plus, for instance. So for the multimedia side of the Asus PadFone 2, that's all. Once more, thanks for watching and bye from TechnoLost.